Alright, so after our two rather different but equally memorable stays in Hawaii, you might recall we were all a bit dolled up, as they say. My son even reluctantly agreed to a bit of father-son twinning. And the big reason for this sartorial effort, we were on the hunt for a touch of luxury, Rajasthan style. Our definition is service comes to you voluntarily and you feel as though the place was designed and functions just as you wish. Complicated? Well, that discussion is for some other time. Now, we'd heard about these incredible luxury options in Rajasthan, but a lot of them were either in the really mainstream tourist spots, or by the time we were looking, the prices were heading into the stratosphere, especially during peak season. So, our radar was scanning for something a bit different, maybe a little off the beaten path, yet still special. And that's how this place near Khimsar swam into view. It's part of the main Khimsar fort property, but kind of hidden away on their website. Called a Dune stay. It wasn't a place you saw plastered everywhere. Most of the videos online seemed to feature it more as a sightseeing spot rather than a place you could actually stay. Intrigued? We certainly were. It's located about 10 minutes past the main Khimsar area, and as you approach, it really does look like this almost artificially created oasis, complete with a lake in the middle and a surprisingly large sand dune rising up beside it. Honestly, we went in with pretty low expectations. We weren't entirely sure how this whole dune stay thing was going to pan out. Our arrival didn't exactly blow us away either. The main gate and reception experience were, shall we say, a bit lukewarm, and checking in at the restaurant felt a bit slow. But then we saw the dune and the view from around the property, and that kept us hooked. We thought, okay, maybe, just maybe, this could be a good 2-night stop after all. Our cottage itself was a pleasant surprise. It was this cool, circular room, really spacious, and even had a little study area. A quick glimpse around at how well it was maintained, and a little spark of hope ignited. Yes, this could indeed have that mild sprinkle of luxury we were hoping for. And of course, critically, there was some decent space for my son to spread out and tackle his holiday assignments. Oh yeah, that's a standard feature of our trips. Holiday assignments, and if work calls, even online office meetings. Because nothing says a relaxation like a looming deadline in a scenic location, right? We actually find it's a pretty good refresher to get some of that stuff done in a completely new and inspiring location. Then, evening rolled around, and with it came the definite highlight, the moment that really tipped the scales for us. They offer high tea and snacks, served right on top of the dune, perfectly timed to overlook a spectacular sunset. Now, this is an experience they also offer to guests staying at their main fort property, so it does get a bit busy with people coming in from outside just for this. That initial buzz of other people around could be a little bit of a put off if you're seeking total solitude. But over our travels, we've gotten pretty good at carving out our own little space and just soaking in the moment, often employing advanced tactical seating strategies developed over years of similar encounters. And this sunset, totally worth it. It made us stop guessing and start believing this place was indeed a good choice. With this newfound appreciation, we then enjoyed another one of our signature private romantic dinners, or as we like to rebrand them, special family time dinners. The food was, well, it was making a valiant effort to reach the good bar. I mostly landed in the quite decent, actually zone. Not mind blowing, but decent. But the ambience, eating so close to that little oasis under the stars, that made the whole experience feel pretty special. The next day was all about lazy exploration. We spent a lot of time just hanging around the dune. Oh, I nearly forgot to talk about the dune itself. It's made from this incredibly smooth, fine sand, a really rare kind of dune experience for this part of Rajasthan. It was a surprisingly good workout too, walking up and down those soft, yielding slopes. Our legs were definitely sending us strongly worded letters the next day. We even had some fun trying to run down it. Gravity definitely helps on that front. But the dune truly comes alive in the evening when they light up the whole area. It transforms into this incredibly beautiful, almost magical sight. Seriously, it looks like a scene from a very scenic movie. Maybe even a grand song sequence for a Bollywood epic, if we may say so. We absolutely loved just strolling around in the evening coolness with the illuminated dune and the oasis reflecting the lights. For our last night, we decided to venture out and try dinner at their main fort property, hoping for a wider array of food options. The fort, being their primary setup, was definitely more crowded, bustling with more people. The food, however, was pretty much the same as at the dune stay, but hey, that wasn't going to deter us from having a bit of fun. It was around the Diwali period, so there were firecrackers going off intermittently in the background. This sparked an idea. A cool photo with a cracker bursting in the background, with my son as the perfectly poised model. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. We must have made countless attempts. We lost count. Either we didn't time the click with the cracker, or my model son had momentarily forgotten his advanced posing training, or our camera settings just weren't cooperating to capture the split-second action. It was a hilarious series of near misses. So, our little checkbox for a mildly luxury stay was ticked. We had better stay experiences that, when put in a comparison table, this would go a little low in luxury. But the sight and experience of a dune and oasis, should that be your interest, you should definitely try this place. What next on a Rajasthan adventure? Well, back to our usual style, offbeat of course. And that's where we're headed in the next episode.